Yes, you can run Romex in standard Wiremold. Wiremold is a type of electrical raceway that is used to protect and conceal electrical wires. It is typically made of metal or plastic and comes in a variety of sizes and shapes. Romex is a type of non-metallic cable that is commonly used for residential and commercial wiring. It is made up of 2 or more insulated conductors that are twisted together and wrapped in a protective jacket. No, it does not make a difference if Romex is run in standard Wiremold in a place of assembly. The National Electrical Code, NEC, does not prohibit the use of Romex in Wiremold in places of assembly. However, it is important to note that the NEC does require that all electrical wiring in places of assembly be installed in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions. When running Romex in Wiremold, it is important to use the correct size Wiremold for the number and size of conductors that will be installed. Romex must be secured within the Wiremold using the appropriate fasteners. The Wiremold must be properly supported and installed in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions. When working with electrical systems, it is crucial to understand the specific components and their compatibility. In this case, we are examining the use of Romex cable within Wiremold raceway. Romex, also known as non-metallic sheathed cable, is a common choice for residential electrical wiring due to its ease of installation and cost-effectiveness. Wiremold, on the other hand, is a surface-mounted raceway system used to protect and route electrical wiring in both residential and commercial settings. Understanding the NEC is crucial for ensuring safe and compliant electrical installations. The NEC provides detailed guidelines for various wiring methods, including the use of cables and raceways. Firstly, consider the specific type of Wiremold being used. Different types of Wiremold are designed for specific applications and wiring methods. Ensure that the Wiremold selected is suitable for use with non-metallic sheath cable such as Romex. Secondly, pay attention to the fill capacity of the Wiremold. The NEC specifies the maximum number of conductors or cables that can be installed within a raceway. Overfilling a raceway can lead to overheating and potential fire hazards. Consult the NEC tables to determine the appropriate fill capacity for the specific size and type of Wiremold being used. Thirdly, when running Romex in Wiremold, it is important to provide adequate support and protection for the cable. Secure the Romex cable within the Wiremold using appropriate fasteners such as cable ties or clamps. Ensure that the Wiremold is properly supported and installed in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions. Additionally, it is important to consider the ambient temperature and derating factors when running Romex in Wiremold. The NEC requires that conductors be derated when installed in raceways or conduits where the ambient temperature exceeds certain limits. Consult the NEC tables to determine the appropriate derating factors for the specific type of Romex cable and the ambient temperature in the installation environment. Furthermore, consider the potential for physical damage to the Wiremold and Romex cable. If the Wiremold is installed in an area where it is subject to physical damage, such as impact or abrasion, provide additional protection for the cable, such as installing a metal shield or guard. When working in places of assembly, such as theaters, auditoriums, and restaurants, additional considerations may apply. The NEC has specific requirements for electrical installations in places of assembly, including the use of listed and labeled equipment, fire-resistant construction, and emergency lighting systems. Consult the NEC and local building codes to ensure that all electrical installations in places of assembly comply with the applicable requirements. Consider the type of occupancy and the potential hazards associated with the specific environment. For example, in a place of assembly with a high occupant load, it may be necessary to install additional fire detection and suppression systems to protect against fire hazards. When installing Romex in Wiremold in a place of assembly, it is important to follow all of the manufacturer's instructions and the NEC requirements. Ensure that the Wiremold is properly grounded and bonded to prevent electrical shock hazards. Additionally, consider the use of arc fault circuit interrupters of size to protect against electrical fires caused by arcing faults. It is crucial to consult with a qualified electrical contractor or engineer to ensure that all electrical installations are safe and compliant with the applicable codes and standards. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it is important to take all necessary precautions to protect against electrical shock, fire, and other hazards. Prior to starting any electrical work, it is essential to de-energize the circuit and verify that it is de-energized using a reliable testing device. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, PPE, such as safety glasses, gloves, and insulated tools. Follow safe work practices such as avoiding contact with energized parts and using lockout-tagout procedures to prevent accidental re-energization of the circuit. In summary, the use of Romex in Wiremold is generally permitted, provided that all of the applicable requirements of the NEC and the manufacturer's instructions are followed. Pay attention to the type of wire mold, the fill capacity, the support and protection of the cable, the ambient temperature, and the potential for physical damage. When working in places of assembly, additional considerations may apply. Always consult with a qualified electrical contractor or engineer to ensure that all electrical installations are safe and compliant with the applicable codes and standards. To provide a more detailed explanation, let's delve into the specific sections of the NEC that pertain to the installation of non-metallic sheath cable, which is Romex, in raceways such as Wiremold. Article 334 of the NEC covers non-metallic sheath cable, including the types of cables that are permitted for use in various applications. Section 334.10 outlines the uses permitted for non-metallic sheath cable, specifying the types of locations and conditions where it can be installed. This section generally allows the use of Romex in dry locations, which are the typical environments where Wiremold is installed. However, it is important to note that the NEC does not explicitly prohibit the installation of Romex in raceways. The primary purpose of a raceway is to provide physical protection and a pathway for electrical conductors, and Romex can be installed in a raceway for added protection or to meet specific installation requirements. Article 300 of the NEC covers general requirements for wiring methods and materials. Section 300.11 addresses securing and supporting wiring, and it requires that wiring be securely fastened in place. When installing Romex in Wiremold, it is important to use appropriate fasteners such as cable ties or clamps to secure the cable within the raceway. This will prevent the cable from moving or becoming damaged over time. Section 300.17 covers raceway fill, and it specifies the maximum number of conductors or cables that can be installed in a raceway. The fill capacity of a raceway is determined by its size and type, as well as the size and type of conductors or cables being installed. It is important to consult the NEC tables to determine the appropriate fill capacity for the specific wire mold being used. Overfilling a raceway can lead to overheating and potential fire hazards. Article 310 of the NEC covers conductors for general wiring. Section 310.15 addresses ampacity, which is the current carrying capacity of a conductor. The ampacity of a conductor is affected by factors such as the ambient temperature, the number of conductors in a raceway, and the type of insulation used. When installing Romex in Wiremold, it is important to consider the ambient temperature and earthing factors to ensure that the conductors are not overloaded. The NEC provides tables that specify the ampacity of conductors under various conditions, and these tables should be consulted to determine the appropriate conductor size for the specific installation. In addition to the general requirements for wiring methods and materials, the NEC also has specific requirements for electrical installations in places of assembly. Article 518 covers places of assembly, and it includes requirements for wiring methods, emergency lighting, and fire alarm systems. Section 518.4 specifies the wiring methods permitted in places of assembly, and it generally requires that wiring be installed in metal raceways or enclosed in fire-resistant materials. However, the NEC does allow the use of non-metallic sheath cable in some places of assembly, provided that it is installed in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions and the applicable requirements of the NEC. When installing Romex and Wiremold in a place of assembly, it is important to consult with a qualified electrical contractor or engineer to ensure that the installation complies with all of the applicable codes and standards. This may involve additional considerations such as the use of fire-rated Wiremold or the installation of additional fire detection and suppression systems. In conclusion, the installation of Romex and Wiremold is generally permitted by the NEC, provided that all of the applicable requirements are followed. This includes using the correct size Wiremold for the number and size of conductors, securing the cable within the raceway, and considering the ambient temperature and directing factors. When working in places of assembly, additional considerations may apply, and it is important to consult with a qualified electrical contractor or engineer to ensure that the installation complies with all of the applicable codes and standards. It is always recommended to consult the latest edition of the NEC and any local amendments to ensure compliance with the most current regulations. Furthermore, manufacturers' instructions for both the Romex cable and the Wiremold raceway should be carefully reviewed and followed. These instructions often provide specific guidelines for installation and usage that are critical for ensuring safety and performance. Remember that electrical codes and regulations are in place to protect people and property from electrical hazards. Proper planning, careful execution, and adherence to established standards are essential for any electrical installation. When in doubt, always seek the advice of a qualified professional. Let's further explore some specific scenarios and considerations related to using Romex in Wiremold. Firstly, consider the type of Romex cable being used. There are different types of Romex cable, such as NMB, OFB, and CR, each with its own specific applications and limitations. NMB cable is the most common type of Romex cable and is suitable for use in dry, indoor locations. UFB cable is designed for underground applications and can be used in wet or damp locations. SER cable is used for service entrance applications and has a different construction than NMB and UFB cables. When selecting Romex cable for use in Wiremold, it is important to choose the appropriate type of cable for the specific environment. Secondly, consider the size and type of Wiremold being used. Wiremold is available in a variety of sizes and shapes, and it is important to choose the right size and type for the specific application. Smaller Wiremold profiles are suitable for concealing a single cable or a few small conductors, while larger profiles can accommodate multiple cables or larger conductors. The type of Wiremold also affects its suitability for use with Romex cable. Some Wiremold profiles are designed specifically for use with non-metallic sheath cable, while others are better suited for use with conduit or other types of wiring. Thirdly, consider the method of securing the Romex cable within the Wiremold. There are several different methods for securing Romex cable within Wiremold, including cable ties, clamps, and staples. The choice of method depends on the size and type of Wiremold, as well as the number and size of cables being installed. Cable ties are a simple and versatile option for securing Romex cable within Wiremold. They can be used to bundle multiple cables together and to attach the cables to the Wiremold. Clamps are a more secure option for securing Romex cable within Wiremold. They provide a tighter grip on the cable and can prevent it from moving or becoming damaged. Staples are a less common option for securing Romex cable within Wiremold. They are typically used only in specific situations where other methods are not practical. Fourthly, consider the grounding and bonding requirements for the Wiremold. Grounding and bonding are essential for preventing electrical shock hazards and ensuring the safe operation of electrical equipment. The NEC requires that all metal raceways, including Wiremold, be properly grounded and bonded. This can be accomplished by connecting the Wiremold to the building's grounding system using a grounding conductor. The grounding conductor should be sized according to the requirements of the NEC and should be properly installed and connected to the Wiremold. Fifthly, consider the potential for physical damage to the Wiremold and Romex cable. If the Wiremold is installed in an area where it is subject to physical damage, such as impact or abrasion, it is important to provide additional protection for the cable. This can be accomplished by installing a metal shield or guard over the Wiremold. The shield or guard should be made of a durable material that can withstand the expected level of physical damage. Additionally, the Romex cable should be routed in a way that minimizes its exposure to physical damage. This may involve running the cable along walls or ceilings, or using conduit or other protective measures to protect the cable. Sixthly, consider the potential for moisture or corrosion. If the wire mold is installed in an area where it is exposed to moisture or corrosion, it is important to take steps to protect the cable from these elements. This can be accomplished by using a waterproof or corrosion-resistant wire mold material. The Romex cable should also be protected from moisture and corrosion. This may involve using a waterproof cable or sealing the ends of the cable to prevent moisture from entering. In summary, the use of Romex and Wiremold can be a safe and effective way to protect and conceal electrical wiring, but it is important to follow all of the applicable requirements of the NEC and the manufacturer's instructions. This includes choosing the right type of Romex cable and Wiremold, securing the cable properly, grounding and bonding the wire mold, and protecting the cable from physical damage, moisture, and corrosion. When in doubt, always consult with a qualified electrical contractor or engineer to ensure that the installation is safe and compliant with all of the applicable codes and standards.